Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a story time video, and I'm gonna be honest, I was really on the fence about doing this video because it's something I've never really told anybody about. The only people that know about it is my parents, and I don't even know if my whole family knows about it. But it's just a really I don't know, I just never told it to anybody, so I was really I didn't know if I wanted to share it, but then I figured it's a part of me, so I can share it and I have the right to talk about it. So I wanted to talk about it. And yeah, so we're gonna get right into this video because I don't know how long it's gonna be, so we should just start now. So let's go. Okay, so this story started in 2nd grade when I was in elementary school. I loved elementary school. It was the only school that I actually liked. I did not like middle school. I hated high school. So elementary school was my prime. That was my peak of my school years, was in elementary school. I had a ton of friends. I loved my teachers. We did so much fun stuff. Elementary school and school was a lot different back then. There was no strict rules. We ate candy in class all the time. We were allowed to have peanut butter sandwiches. Our teachers bought us McDonald's one time, and we got to go play outside on the playground. It was just so much different than it is now. But, so yeah, that was why it was my favorite. I just had so much fun. I had so many friends. Elementary school was the years that I had the most friends. After that, I didn't have that many friends. But yeah, so elementary school was really fun for me until this happened. So this story starts in 2nd grade. I was in class. 2nd grade actually was the first year that me and my sister got split up. Our parents specifically had us split up into 2 different classes because it was time for us to be independent, on our own, in another class, because I feel my parents didn't want us to always be attached at the hip. Being in the same class, it's you need to learn how to make your own friends and not just play with your sister, and it was good for us. We didn't want to do it at first, but it was good for us because now, after that, we didn't want to be in the same classes. We wanted to have our own stories, our own, classmates, our own teacher. It was just a lot more fun for us, so that was a good thing about it. So, when I was in 2nd grade, we switched. Every day was, a different, special. That's what they called it, special. So, we had art, gym, music, and I don't know, stuff like that. So it was just a special every day. So this started in music class. I went to music class with my class, obviously. In music class, there was a circle carpet in the room, and the class would sit on the edge of the circle, so we were in one big circle. We would sing songs and play the xylophones. We had 100 xylophones, and they were from huge to small. And we had these really old textbooks that had songs in them, and we were supposed to sing them. And we played the recorder, which was, I don't know why they make us play the recorder, but we did. So in music class, I was sitting in the circle. We were singing this song, I think. I think that's what happened. I don't really know what we were doing. I think we were clapping and singing or something, singing a song. And so I was sitting on the edge of the circle, and this other kid was sitting to the left of me, a couple people down, and I was just singing, and then all of a sudden I see this kid crawl up to me, and I thought he was just being nice or something, but he crawled up to me, and I was smiling, I remember, because I didn't know what was going on. So he crawled up to me, he got really close to me, he put his hands on my neck like this, but this, how would it be? It's this, but obviously with your own hands, not like this, but with his hands. He put his hands around my neck and squeezed my neck, and I remember I didn't know what was happening, but he was really close to my face. He was on top of me, so obviously he was right there, and I'm picturing it in my head as I'm talking to you guys right now. I just remember it was a blur, and I remember I put my hands on him, and I started kicking, trying to get him off of me. And then I guess someone pulled him off, but it was for a good 15 seconds this was happening, and no one tried to stop it. So he someone must have gotten him off of me, or maybe he got off himself, or I don't really know what happened, because honestly, like, okay, so I'm just gonna move on because it continues. So somehow he got off of me. I don't remember how, but then I remember the entire class was laughing hysterically, and my music teacher was just standing across the room staring at me with like a blank face. And I remember looking at her, and I remember looking at everybody else. I remember specific people in my class that were laughing because I remember they were laughing really hard. And so I remember looking at my music teacher, and I'm like, can you do something? Like, do something. Like, this just happened. Can you do something, like, to help me? And, like, no one did anything. And I just have that picture in my mind of no one doing anything about it. The only person that did something about it was this aide that helped at our class. And she told me to come to the door, and then she took me outside of the classroom. And I remember she started asking me, are you okay? Does anything hurt? And I remember me just trying to brush it off. I didn't want to draw attention to myself or draw any more attention than I already had to myself. I was just saying, no, I'm fine. Like, I'm fine. I am good. I just wanted to go back into the classroom and be a normal person and just pretend like it didn't happen. But then she made me go to the nurse's office because I had marks on my neck from where this person was squeezing my neck. And I remember I got into the nurse's office, and I think I was still trying to brush it off, but I remember there was other kids in there, and I remember the nurse looking at my neck, and there were marks on my neck. And I don't know if I went back to music class. I don't remember, but I remember I was just really embarrassed, and I wanted to brush it off, and I didn't want anyone to know about it, and I just wanted it to stop. I didn't want it to, I just wanted to erase it from everyone's minds. So then, I don't remember what happened the rest of that day. I just remember from that point on, I was scarred for life, and when I got home, it was a Friday. I remember that because I remember I didn't want to go back to school. I was, afraid to go back to school, and I remember it was a Friday because I was thinking in my mind, okay, I have 2 more days. I don't have to go back to that school. So I remember being on the swing set with my sister, and I think she was asking me what happened because my parents had brought me into, or talked to me in our room, and they were like, what happened today or something? And I have this dog. It's back there. I still have it. This little brown Beanie Baby dog. And they asked me to show them what happened to me on my dog, so I showed them with the dog. And then I remember after that, I never wanted to go to music class. I remember my teacher pulling me aside in my classroom and saying, you know, your mom, I talked to your mom, we're gonna have this lady sit behind you in case it happens again, that way she can stop it. And believe it or not, it did happen again. I think it happened 2 times, 1 or 2 more times. But this lady that was sitting in back of me stopped it before it was gonna happen, and I remember my face getting really hot. I just wanted to get out of there. I think that's where all my issues started with not wanting to go to school. But yeah, I remember my teacher pulled me aside in our classroom and told me that she was gonna be sitting behind me and stuff. And I remember just thinking, I don't want this. I don't want this to happen. I just want to be a normal person. I just want to be a normal kid. And from that day on, I was afraid to play at recess. He would chase me around the playground. There was one time when we were on the swing set, me and my friend, and he was behind me, and he tried to push me off the swing. So I don't really know. I feel like something more should have been done, but unfortunately it wasn't. There was one time also we were going on a field trip, and this was in 3rd grade, so it was a year later. Me and my sister were in different classes, and there was 4 different classrooms, 4 different teachers for that grade, and we're going on a field trip, and so we went 2 classes at a time. 2 classes would go one day, the other 2 would go another day. So I remember I was so happy that I was going to be able to get out of the school for a whole day and not have to be afraid and not have to deal with any of this, because I was not going with this person's class. So I was really excited to go on this field trip. Then we were walking to the bus, and believe it or not, this person gets to come with us, and I was like, are you kidding me? I just didn't understand why. I was like, I remember just learning that this person was gonna come with us, and I was just like, great. Because my whole elementary school years was just avoiding this person, and even up to like high school, I thought I had gotten away because I would always stay away from him, and it just makes me really uncomfortable to be around this person and around, I don't know. I don't really want to talk about that right now, but I remember I'm afraid of people getting close to me, like up close to me. I'm afraid of like people not being in control of themselves and that happening, like stuff like that happening. Yeah, so I just think that's where a lot of my anxiety about being in school started. And that is another story for itself. I'm not ready to share anything about that yet, but I just wanted to tell this story because I think a lot of people think that like YouTubers have like such a great like life and stuff, like they're perfect, like whatever. But there's actually, I wanted to share this because I've never shared anything dark like this that's happened in my life, and I figured that I want to start sharing that because, I don't know, maybe it'll help someone else. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys, if you have anything that happened to you like this, anything like that, then you are not alone. And if you want to talk about it, DM me on Instagram or comment in the comments down below, and I will happily talk about it with you. And yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!